Happy New Year. Oh, is there a song for Happy New Year? We wish you a Happy New Year. No, there isn't, guys. There isn't. Happy New Year, guys. 2021 is here with us. How exciting can that be? You can hear the noises from the neighbors, eh? Wanacheza, wanajienjoy because they've crossed over. If you remember one of our episodes, we talked about resolutions, we talked about goals, and a number of you, January 1st, ndio mnasema sasa make resolutions. We'll wait to see if those resolutions are going to pass, by the way. I still insist, resolutions is driven by something that you didn't achieve, probably not so positive, but that's fine. Today, guys, we're here to talk to you about COVID 2021, not COVID 2020, not COVID 2019. It's 2021, and we always talk about the new normal. Is it new normal? Should we stick to it? What are some of the things that you learned over COVID-19, COVID-20, and now COVID 2021? Of course, with me, Venus Chengo. I'm a relax, I'm a chill, yani, because she's already crossed over. So, Venus, I see COVID, 2019, COVID 2020, COVID 21. It's not taking you bad.
No.
Tell us.
You can see. Yeah. I just decide to blend. Everywhere I go, just be flexible. Yes. Yani, I just want that cool, Yes. Oh, can I just say greetings? Happy 2021. Well, Frank, yes, 2021 is not that bad, guys. Personally, I love it. As I said in our previous show, my resolutions are normally done during my birthday, which was in November. So for me, it's just I'm on a continuum, But talking about COVID 2021 and correct, the new norm, because ideally things are not going to change. COVID is here with us to stay. Frank, I know, particularly for myself, 2020 was really a very difficult year for me because I had to really change a lot.
Correct.
And I went through a lot, for lack of a better word. There was a long break from work, there was a pay cut, the huge pay cut, and all that. And I'm just, it got me thinking, did COVID-19 affect you? How was your year in 2020? I know now we are in 2021, but how was it for you? And what changed in you?
I mean, it's quite, honestly, it's quite interesting because COVID-19, if you remember, my nature of job, it's 90% on the plane. You're traveling and all that, right? So that stopped. So there was a change. I could not imagine that for a whole year, since last year, 2020, around Feb, March, to now, I've not stepped on a plane. I mean, that's a record in the last 10 years for me.
Has it made you feel sick or something?
No, initially it was a bit of, it's weird, you're here. A lot of friends would be like, is Mola traveling now? Is he grounded? And sometimes
has he been laid off?
Yeah, you want to touch base with your friends and Mola, you're around. Sometimes you realize that people have moved on because you've been traveling so much. You ended up maybe making new relationships and all. So one, there was that change. But the beauty of that change also is just the fact that you tend to spend time at home. You tend to, like we talked in our previous episodes, if you remember, you connect with your family, you bond with madam, with the kids, and and it's just a different feeling altogether, right? So over and above that, if you look at people who are in the corporate world, there's one thing we call digital. And digital, we are trying to push people to move what's in it to me a cash, because cash is not clean, cash is expensive. Let's move to mobile, to using cards, but guys would not do that. The funny thing is, it has taken COVID for people to change.
True.
It is not this technology or this platform has done this. It is COVID itself.
Exactly.
So a number of things changed, and then of course some of us were very lucky, and we were blessed with loved ones, and some good
amen
things,
for all of you who are following Frank because you think he's single. Please, I'll break your heart. Frank has a very beautiful wife. We hope to host her one of these fine days. So please, sorry to burst your bubble.
You know, Venus talks a lot.
Thank you to COVID. Frank has been my prayer item. It's a high time. You know, being 40, I mean, this is a time where we call it, you know, discovery. Why are you coughing?
Go ahead.
I'll slap the demon out of you. Frank is married. Yes. Hallelujah. And I love that because in our 40s, I mean, we are in, you know, the discovery stage, and, you know, it's about finding love in new dimensions. Frank, the way you treat your loved one right now and the way you treat that person in your 30s is totally different. Right now, you're at a very different space mentally, and I think you're ready. You have what it takes, you know, to take you through the coming years. So congratulations. For me, sijui nisemeaje. Okay, I've not been fighting with my husband. Thank you, God, because, you know, yes, both of us have been on ground for quite a while. Frank, you know that. Even me, I'm just used to, you know, traveling a lot. But I think just like you, I really got to bond with my family. In fact, the strangest thing is I've never been in the same house with my husband for a month.
Right.
For the last almost 19 years.
Wow.
So you can imagine, COVID was such a blessing for us. I got to discover so much about him. Of course, the good things. Of course, there were bad things. Correct. But we also went for pastoral counseling. Yeah. Yes, and now I'm coping better. I just thank God, because, you know, when you slow down life, you know, something changes in you. So for me, it was more on the positive, or as opposed to the negative effects. Of course, we became broke, because, I mean, most of the guys who have even lost their jobs, and sorry if you're listening to me and you're in that space, but at the end of the day, I look at what is really primary in life, and it's not the material things, it's the emotional needs. Correct. And when you're able to connect with the people around you, and you're able to build your support system, and, you know, just, you know, have a balanced life, I think that is what we need in life. Sometimes there are people who have, you know, they're very wealthy in terms of cash, but up here, nothing, and they end up doing the wrong things, making the wrong mistakes, you know, committing suicide, you know, things that you could be able to do differently if you had just invested in the right space and the right people. So for me, I think COVID-19, which happened in 2020, really changed me in a very, very positive way. I became let me just say, my mind opened even to possibilities. What can I do during this time? Because we couldn't do the usual stuff. You could not just walk into the supermarket. You could not, you know. The other day I traveled to Britain, and I mean, only 2 supermarkets were open, and I started asking myself, why do I have this addiction of buying stuff out there? I mean, it's like everything has to come from, you know, out there. I realized pia panga soap ni sabuni. You understand? Even geisha is, you know. So for me, I said, I'm gonna adapt to this product, because if anything happens and the airspace closes, we will still have to use the same products. So for me, I think I became, can I say, I was reborn. I went through a rebirthing. You know,
which I think, I mean, makes sense. And to your point, always when we say, you know, when there's blood on the streets, it's the best time to invest. Is taking opportunities, looking at what is happening and how can I leverage that as an opportunity. I mean, you remember when we were opening a Pete's restaurant, we just didn't know COVID was here.
True.
So we opened it in January, and in March, things went down. But we didn't sit back and say, guys, we are done. We have to figure out how are we going to still win in these times. And we were able still to navigate, to suit into the environment. And that's why when you hear guys saying, when a chameleon changes its color, it does not change the environment. So the environment is here to stay with us. It's up to us to make sure we adapt. So what the chameleon does is it adapts to that environment. With COVID-19, COVID-20, and now COVID 2021, now that we're in January 1st, guys, we all just have to be chameleons. What you're just seeing is we have to change. And if you don't change, then something happens. Again, for the guys who are laid off, to your point, I remember last year, your employer really laid off a number of people. On the restaurant side as well, a number of people are laid off, but at the same time, people discovered new things. The new normal, it's no longer called the new normal. I think we should stop calling it the new normal, because husbands would be home by 6 when curfew was, I think, at 6 or 7. And things started changing in the houses. I mean, for me, constantly, every day, dinner is at 7:30 without fail. And that's why sometimes you see when you're trying to shoot and you're like, Frank, let's do it. I'm like,
strictly, these are my values.
I want to be. So there are a number of things that COVID has brought, be it some positive values to people in the houses. Outside there's a police friend of mine who was telling me in Kilimani, every day, this is in 2020, every day, they would witness up to 13 to 15 accidents a day. With COVID, barely they have even an accident.
Wow.
As in, they would be like, okay, what's really happening? Things changed. I think either because people didn't go to bars to drink, or people started drinking at home. All those things that kept on changing, I think we should stick to those things, because it's not a new normal. That's how it was meant to be. COVID just came and reminded us, guys, we think you've not been living well. I'm it's a wrath from God, from you guys.
Yeah, spiritual, yeah.
People, I need to slow you down a bit. You're moving too fast. Then relearn yourself. Then I'll start again. So it's okay. We've gotten used to it. We've adapted to it. And I'm also excited. I got a chance to go to Mogadishu. So in 2020, in the middle of COVID and all that stuff. So,
wow. Hi, Frank. Please, you see to depress, you see to affect. Oh, please.
It's New Year. Happy New Year, guys. It's January 1st.
And by the way, on that point of traveling, do you think that, the COVID has changed how you do your stuff? Basically, when it comes to traveling, how was it different for you this time around?
No, it has. I mean, one, from planning. You have, before, when I travel, I would be like, I know Venus, and, I'm like, Venus, I'm running late. Then Venus would be like, guys, don't close, Frank is coming and all that stuff, But now with COVID, it's not even reporting 3 hours. You have to be there like 5 hours.
True.
Because the checkings, the distancing and everything else, you have to plan yourself well.
True.
Masks, sanitizers, there's a level of planning that has come with COVID. Whether you are a planner or not, COVID disorganized or organized people, reorganized people. So
correct.
That you must plan and everything else. So from traveling perspective, all that, you're so cautious. Who is sitting next to you? Are you protected? Or there's a whole lot of that stuff. But I think for me, critical is just the fact that when government mandated a lot of things, government should go beyond and see, do we need to have a COVID-19 2021 for us to mandate things? You don't. Do we need to sit back and realize that cash is dirty, so we wait for a disease so that cash is not clean? Move people to digital and mandate it. We know naturally we are not clean beings. I remember we used to see people putting on masks. When I travel, nashindwa kwani hawa wanaona Kenya, what's wrong with us? Kwa nini mnava mask? But now, it's everything we have to do. So I think it's a new year. To me, it's a continuation of last year, like I said. 2020, 2021, it's the same. Tunaendelea tu, right? My last year, things that I did not achieve, I'm progressing with that, and I'm going on with my goals. Nothing new, no much expectations except the ones that I set for myself before. And I'm achieving them by milestones as we progress.
Have you been sanitizing? Because you notice, me, I've been sanitizing.
It is right behind you.
You can see, mkono zangu zimekuwa kaza mzungu.
Yeah, but you constantly.
As in, anytime I do something, like, you have to run for the sanitizer.
But you see sanitizing even now. It is the norm.
But so how I'm not seeing the effects.
Of what? No, we unashinda kwa ndege, we unashinda sijui wapi. You, I think you even shower with the sanitizer. When I see you guys on plane and...
Yes, it's that serious. Like, before, I would come back home and literally leave everything out there as in, because ideally you wonder, has this germ got onto my clothes and all that? But that's very interesting. For me, I think basically I have had to adapt to the COVID-19, you know, safety measures, sanitizing, wearing the mask. Sometimes it's so hard, especially when you go to very, you know, hot countries in terms of, you know, harsh temperatures, and you still have to wear that mask. It's very, very uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, you think either your health first, ama uta freeze and shine or whatever that kind, you know. So at the end of the day, for me, I think one thing that I told myself I'll keep on perfecting is to make sure that I adhere to the COVID-19 safety rules. And for you people out there who are watching us, I hope, wacha niangalie nini vizuri.
For you person,
for you person, that one person who's watching me out there, I hope that over and above all the resolutions that you have made, that being and staying healthy is very, very important for you this coming year, because COVID, as we said, is here to stay with us, and we cannot change, you know, what is happening around us in terms of the viruses that, you know, come our way and affect this world and change this world. But what you can change is how you react to what is there. Okay, so make sure you continue wearing your mask, make sure you sanitize, you know, at all times, and basically do your vitamins. They will help you. Yes,
let it just be, it's your way of living, it's your way of life. I know most of the time when we cross over the years, people still, the first few days, people still talk about next year, like Vina said, as you know, this coming year. No, we're already here, guys. This is January 1st.
Imagine
your resolutions, your goals, your targets, your achievements, whatever it is. And remember, just celebrate milestones. Usingoje sijui ati 31st a week tuanze kusema sasa ni nini nilikuwa nataka kuachieve January 1st nitaanza. No, start now. Right? This is a new year, guys. Start now and build something, and then don't wait for 31st kusema tena 2022 this is what I want to do. Enjoy life. There's nothing like new normal. It's COVID 2021. We have to live with this. Tunangoja kuona vile watoto watarudi shule. We, you know, that's another thing. If they'll still go to school or watambua baki nyumbani, we've adapted and we're living with it. So, thank you very much. Once again, happy new year. 2021 January. Thank you for being with us the whole of 2020. 2021, more exciting things coming.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And by the way, I have not had Frank talk about the 10-10-10. And I think this one, he's keeping it specifically from the brutal fact. So, Frank, tupeleke pale brutal fact segment.
Cool. Once again, guys, happy new year. Amani, merry new year. Being 40, 1st January 2021. I mean, I hope you said your prayers, umevuka mwaka, you appreciate God, amekuongeza another year into your life, very critical, a lot of nice things. Of course, Venus talked about sijui brutal facts, sikuongea juu ya 10-10-10, and I realized some place it applies, some place no. But guys, you have a chance now to do your 10-10-10 before December ifike, sindio? So, this is what you need to do. Don't sit back and start having those things or udangoja December so that you can do your goals or whatever it is. My vision is, start it now. Do your 10-10-10 now. Kaujiambie tu saizi, the next 10 minutes, January 1st, this is what I want to do. In the next 10, and if you do it, you work backwards, uta realize you don't even need to have those resolutions because you're already creating it now and you're working backwards. So utangoja December, utasema now, sinataka kubai gari. Then you do your 10-10-10. Then if you work backwards, that resolution comes to date. It does not come at the end. And that's what you need to look out for. Guys, thank you once again very much. Happy new year. Enjoy with your family where you are. Again, remember, COVID was a blessing to all of us. We're enjoying it. We're just enjoying the ride. Be part of that journey, guys. Thank you very much, Brutal Fact. Going back to being 40, Venus on Mind Spa.
Hello there, welcome back to Being 40, and this is the Mind Spa moment where we talk about psychological facts. Frank and I have been discussing about COVID 19 and how it's changed us. 2020 had been a very hard year for us, and particularly myself. I mean, really, I was grounded basically, and I think it was the same as Frank shared. It was the same for him, and this has really changed me in many ways. Human science theories, they always, they're very big on adaptability, they're very big on change, and that I had to do. After COVID-19, I mean, really, at the end of the day, I had to learn to become versatile. And what do I mean by being versatile? Being flexible in life. We always have a fixated mentality that everything will work for us, and we sort of like have a navigational map. And most of the time, it's very hard to find people having a plan B. When you're setting out goals, and if you're watching us for the first time, just check out our video, on goals. When you're doing our goals, we don't really have plan Bs. And COVID-19, I think, forced us to think of, plan Bs. For those of us who are in employment and we had to, take a break from employment, be on a pay cut, it was really tough for us. And for me, that brought in flexibility. I realized that for once I can, I can do other businesses. I can do chicken rearing. I can be a farmer and all that. And something in me grew, I started, realizing my potential as a human being. There are things that I knew I could do, but because I was in a very comfortable space, I had put them behind me. But with COVID-19, I had to change. And the worst, or maybe the most difficult thing in life is change. We don't like change as human beings. So for me, moving ahead, something that I'm taking with me is change, being versatile, being flexible. Now, for you who is out there, I want to pose a question to you. What has COVID-19 done to you? Are you going to use your failures, your pains, your heart as an excuse? COVID-19 is just a very tiny virus that made this whole world come to a halt. And we are going to experience, I'm sure, seasons in the future, of the same sort of, but at the end of the day, what needs to move is you. And what is critical to move is your mentality. Once again, this is the Minds Per Moment, and this is Being 40. Frank, hiyo brutal fact yako, yani 10, all the way. I really, it is something that I picked up from you, by the way, when we started this show, and I realized it does work. So guys, the 10 rule does work. Always apply it. Always think it helps you, consider your actions, when you see it from the end, okay, and then starting from the beginning. So of course, that is, we are looking forward to more feedback. Minds Per Brutal Fact, even the whole Being 40 show, what do you want us to talk about? And I want to say thumbs up for all of you who have been sharing our videos, Maze. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate the suggestions you also make on the topics you want us to discuss. This being a new year, we are looking forward to engaging more with you guys, even hosting some of you on the show, okay? Yeah, but all the same, we are so grateful. So if you're watching us for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe, and let's keep this going on. Frank.
Thank you guys for watching. Venus has said it all. Like I said, if you leave her to talk, she'll go and go. I'll not add anything. She's taking everything. Thank you for watching Being 40. It's a new year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.